Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre reaffirmed his commitment to addressing Canada's pressing economic and social challenges, dismissing debates over gender recognition as misplaced priorities for the federal government.
All right, let's go back to DC right now. Obviously, on his first day on the job, President Trump signed an executive order. The U.S. government only recognizing two genders, male, female. They're unchangeable. If elected as prime minister, is that something that you're going to kind of walk in line with, or what are your feelings on that executive order?
Well, I don't know. Do you have any other genders that you'd like to name?
Me personally, I'm just asking more so if you're in line with what he is saying. Do you agree with what he's saying? Is that something that you would be lockstep with if elected as prime minister?
Well, I'm not aware of any other genders than men and women. I mean, if you have any other that you want me to consider, you're welcome to tell me right now.
There's personally, I am a man. As people who say cis man. There are people there who, they say they're gender neutral. Oh, you are a man. Yes. There are people there who say they're some gender neutral. Yeah, they say they're gender neutral. They're a trans person. Is that something that you would recognize here, or, whereas in the States, at least with their U.S. government, the way they're seeing it, there's only two?
I'm only aware of two, but I mean, if you have, you do come up with another list, then you're welcome to do that. But I'm aware of two. And as far as I'm concerned, we should have a government that just minds its own damn business and leaves people alone to make their own personal decisions. That's the kind of government I'm willing to run.
And with that, the current government, they currently have passports that allow people to put on, gender neutral on their passport. Advocate groups want the government, mind you, the outgoing government, to ask the U.S., would the U.S. recognize these passports, obviously on their way out, if you are the next prime minister? Is that something that you would advocate for?
To be honest with you, I just saw your segment on homeless encampments that are popping up all over Toronto. We've got 25% of our population in poverty. Housing costs have doubled. Crime is rampaging through our streets. I just find it to be a strange priority to spend time talking about this. My priority is to give people back control of their lives and bring back Canada's promise that anyone who works hard gets a powerful paycheck and pension that buys affordable food, gas, and homes in safe neighborhoods. That's the promise we need for Canadians. If liberals want to talk about different labels for gender that they want to put on passports in the United States, they can do that. I'm going to talk about the things that will bring home Canada's promise.
During a press conference, Poilievre was asked about U.S. President Donald Trump's executive order recognizing only two genders and whether he would adopt a similar stance if elected as prime minister. His response was pointed. "Do you have any other genders that you'd like to name?" He added, "I'm only aware of two. If you come up with another list, you're welcome to do that. But as far as I'm concerned, we should have a government that just minds its own damn business and leaves people alone to make their own personal decisions." Pivoting swiftly to broader issues, Poilievre highlighted the struggles facing many Canadians, from rising poverty to unaffordable housing and rampant crime. "I find it a strange priority to spend time talking about this," he stated, emphasizing his focus on delivering tangible solutions to improve lives. Poilievre's comments reflect his broader conservative philosophy of limited government intervention. At the 2023 Conservative Party convention, members supported banning surgical and chemical gender transition treatments for minors, a resolution Poilievre has not endorsed directly. Despite grassroots backing for such measures, Poilievre has emphasized that convention votes inform but do not dictate party leadership. On other social issues, Poilievre has shown a more measured approach. He reversed his earlier opposition to same-sex marriage, acknowledging personal growth on the topic, and stated that his government would not introduce abortion restrictions, though free votes would be permitted within his caucus. Critics argue that Poilievre's dismissive tone on gender issues could alienate some voters, but supporters see it as a pragmatic rejection of what they perceive as woke distractions. His focus on poverty, crime, and housing resonates with those who believe that the government should prioritize economic recovery over cultural debates. Canadians need a government that restores the promise of this country, Poilievre said. That means ensuring anyone who works hard gets a powerful paycheck and a pension that buys affordable food, gas, and homes in safe neighborhoods. As Canada grapples with economic uncertainty, Poilievre's messaging positions him as a leader focused on bread and butter issues, contrasting with a liberal agenda he describes as overly preoccupied with identity politics.